Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Vikki from Fangirl Review. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I am back again. Yay. And it's another episode of Athena Alliance. And I have with me the beautiful Emmy. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Emmy, and I am one of the co-founders for the Athena Alliance CLT. It is a gaming organization based out of the Carolinas, and I am also an landside execution specialist for Maersk. So I work in logistics, but then I also run a gaming organization for women by women.
Ooh, fancy. Okay, so like what do you currently game on? So I know you're part of this beautiful organization that's very empowering to women, give them a safe space to be in and not deal with the gatekeepers and all that drama. But what are you currently playing on, and what are you currently playing?
Right. So I've had an Xbox that I've been on. All my gamer tags on everything is DemonAngelClone.
Mm-hmm.
With the exception of my brand new gaming PC. So I recently acquired a gaming PC in
Ooh.
October. Yeah, I know. I'm really excited about it. I have like so many games now on this PC, and I'm just ready to get more games to play with people.
I know.
My Steam account is actually it's Athena Alliance CLT to find me on Steam.
Oh,
Um,
awesome.
so really excited about that.
Well, wait. Now you gotta explain the demon angel clone. Like we're not just gonna gloss over that. Like mine is Professor White, Professor Vikki. That's pretty straightforward. I'm a
hmm
professor. But you gotta explain that one.
All right. Picture it. It was summer in the early 2000s. I was 14 years old. My mom looked to me and said, "Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and send you on vacation for like a month, month and a half." And I was like, "Okay." So I went to Florida, stayed with some of her family friends.
Okay.
On the first day that I was there was a young lady named Evangeline who lived next door. And I was excited to meet her, but actually she wasn't that excited to meet me. She was like, I'll just go over and I'll see the new girl, do my obligatory 13-year-old duty, and then go
Yeah.
on about my way." So she came over and like our first conversation was actually an argument. It ended in an argument.
I love it.
Yeah, essentially what happened was that she calmly came in, and we both found out rather quickly that we had a love for manga and anime, specifically at the time Naruto,
Okay.
which we were not into Shippuden yet. I believe it was just Naruto at that time. So I was like, yeah, I think that Sasuke is a prodigy. And she was like, no, it's Itachi. Like,
Uh-oh.
no, it's Sasuke. And it kind of went on like that. And as I did not see her point, she got more and more infuriated, and stormed off.
Oh
When
no.
she went home, the first thing she said to her mom was, "Mom, I met my clone." At that time, I had like a little screen name because I was doing like some writings online, Demon Angel, which later became Demon Angel Clone. You could still find my writings online.
Uh-oh. Go forth and Google, people. We
Oh
must
my
find
god.
this beautiful writing. What was it, like fan fiction type
It
writing?
was like fan fiction, and I think I even I have a deviant art under the same name.
Go
I
forth. We must Google and find this.
So yeah, I was absolutely I was like, you know what? I love Evangeline so much. I decided to honor her in my screen name. The Demon Angel part was something that I was always wanting because I can be very contradictory.
Okay.
So I just figured like, okay, like these two make sense together to me. And then the clone really is what makes it unique. Like you're not gonna find another Demon Angel
No,
clone.
no.
So yep, that's where that came from.
Also, I think other people probably saw the name were like, okay, but what does it
I
mean?
actually had the founder of Women in Games, because it's my screen name on Discord.
Yeah.
So when I first went into the Discord, he said, "Wow, Demon Angel clone, you are scary." I was like, my bark is worse than my bite. Like I'm not that scary. I'm pretty harmless. And he was like, no, your name is scary. And like after I changed it to Emmy, I still laugh about it because
Yeah.
he was very adamant that he was afraid of me.
I love it. That's good. Let them be afraid. Okay, so like what is your first memory of gaming? Like what game did you really became pivotal in you becoming, getting involved in the gaming industry?
My very first game ever was when I was 5 years old. I went
Mm-hmm.
into she's kind of like a family friend of mine, but I went into like her son's room and him and a few of his brothers were gathered around and they were playing Spyro the Purple Dragon on
Oh
PlayStation
wow.
1. And that was my very first experience with gaming was playing Spyro the Purple Dragon. Later I got into other titles, Mario Brothers and
Mm-hmm.
Galaga and but my very first experience was when I was 5 years old. Spyro the Purple Dragon, PlayStation 1.
Okay. Wow. Now you just make me feel old. If you're saying PlayStation 1 is your first memory, I'm
Oh, well, okay, but
little
here's the thing. I
old.
was born in 92.
I'm
Okay.
old. I'm old. That is not, you're not making it better. I was born in the 90s. Whatever. Okay. Before we talk about my own aging problems, who is your favorite video game villain and why?
Ooh, what a
Yeah, everybody
great
always says like the great hero and all that. Who
question.
cares about them? Who's the villain that you love?
Oh man. Okay, so you just opened the doors because that's actually a really great question. Um, I love oddly enough, and I don't know like how people think of him, like he could be slanting on anti-hero, but I actually
Okay.
love the elusive man from the Mass Effect series, played by Martin Sheen.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Um,
Martin Sheen's
great,
awesome.
great, great character. Like when you first are introduced to him, he's on the side of Cerberus.
Mm.
So like from what we knew from the first game, Cerberus bad, Alliance good. Turns out he is the one, like his company is the one who brought Shepard back to life, gave him a fancy new ship, said we want you to, save the galaxy. So in a way, it's kind of like they're not a good organization. However, they were trying to do something good, even by playing God, by
Yeah.
bringing Shepard back. So like I said, very questionable ways of getting like the means that they wanted to get. Um, but like I would also count him as a villain because like I said, he did a lot of things that were pretty shady. Um, so that's one for me. And I want to say who's like a recent good villain of mine that I like really enjoy in gaming. Um, Gosh, I'll have to stick to the elusive man. I
Okay.
really think
That's good.
that's my answer. I really like
All
him.
right. Awesome. Okay. So, what are you playing right now? Like, what game are you enjoying? Or just playing right now? You don't say have to enjoy that game. You could just be playing it and just be like, I just need to finish this.
I've been playing Overwatch since the beta. So I'm
Oh,
still playing Overwatch. Not even all that well, but I
well,
did compete in
details.
I did compete in CGS this year, with the Overwatch tournament, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've also been playing quite a few indie games. I recently picked up Get a Grip Chip, Carry On. Um, I've also been playing Phasmophobia. I just played that last
Okay.
night. That game is a great time.
Yeah, I was trying to talk my little brother into it, but he hates all things scary. But I think it'd be even more hilarious for him to play. But he's like, no. And all his friends are saying no too. And I'm like, you guys are punks.
For me, it's not, I don't get scared that easily.
Yeah,
So like whenever like the ghost gets me, I'm not really scared. I'm just like, oh, the ghost got me.
yeah.
Same way with like Dead by Daylight. I think I was more scared of Dead by Daylight when I first played it, but
Mm-hmm.
now actually I'm like, oh, okay, the killer is close to me. Let me
Yeah.
swoon away, swiggity swoogity away.
Yeah.
Um, and so those are like some of the titles that I've been playing. I've been really wanting to get into like Paladins and Rogue Company. I've even been trying some other betas, like Kanako, Man of Honor. So those are like the things I get involved in. Sometimes I even I get reached out to by devs and they're like, hey,
Yeah.
would you or someone in your group be willing to play this title? So I've been also trying to get more involved in that side to help wherever,
Okay.
I can.
Awesome. Cool. So are there any games that are coming out that you're looking forward to? Like I know we had the two big systems drop, epic fails in their launching, but whatever, we're not going to talk about that. But are there any like games coming out soon or within the next year? Because obviously with COVID, things have been pushed back, pushed back, pushed back. So some things did trickle into 2021 that should have came out in 2020. But is there anything that you were just like really excited about that's coming out soon?
For me, I'm first, it came out with launch, but I would be really excited to play the new Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I'm hearing good things about it.
yes, like, and the fact that the game itself is so big that it's causing a storage glitch, I'm like, I have to play this game. It must
Yeah.
be
But I
awesome.
think they have it set up so like you buy the dual version, so it's like the PS4 version, and then when you get your PS5, and then it's the PS5 version. I think
Mine would
that's
just be the PS5.
yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's
mine.
why like that's I think that might be part of the issue is that it's like the dual versions are together. So when you buy it, you can play it on either one. I guess there might be something wrong with that.
Oh, I heard that it was breaking because literally the game is too large for the system.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on because I saw that because I thought it was only for PS5, and then I saw like,
Right,
oh look, you can get it for PS4, and then
right.
it's ready to just go to port right over to PS5. I'm like that's great, and I'm
Yep.
like, but then I heard the issues. I'm like, well, maybe they try to do a little too much.
Another game that was at Sony's showcase, I believe it was I believe it was like Athena's Honor.
Oh yes.
And I was like really interested in seeing more of that title, playing it. They also had one where there was it kind of reminded me of the movie Aliens because you play
Mm-hmm.
as a female astronaut and you are combating it looks like aliens on the ship. So they actually had a title like that at the showcase too.
Yeah.
Really excited for things like that. You're seeing a lot more female protagonists in gaming now, which is just fascinating. Our first event for the Athena Alliance was actually themed female protagonists in gaming.
Okay.
So we featured games like Perfect Dark, Smash Brothers, and Tomb Raider. So I mean, oh, and Borderlands 3.
Oh yeah.
So I'm really excited for this new generation of gaming, and just seeing all of the innovation that's going on.
That's true. To see the female hero, the female chosen one, is always nice. Like, yay, we're finally branching out a little bit. There's more than just the white male. There's everything else out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that in mind, if you could design your own game, what would it be like?
Actually, we've been discussing that in the Discord. Just recently came up with a creation channel to discuss like what a game would look like.
Hmm.
So I wanted to do something where we had a protagonist that was a goddess actually. And I wanted it to be something where she could switch back and forth between being a protagonist and an antagonist um, in a strategy based story game.
Okay.
So that's kind of like the base idea of it. We haven't developed like too much farther, but I really want to continue that conversation and see what that turns into. We have a lot of good talent, in the Athena Alliance, whether it just be like our supporters or people that are in our community. So at some point, I would actually love to make a game
Yeah.
with the group by like taking collective ideas, putting them together, and then just having them programmed and coded. So I'm
Nice.
really excited about that too.
No, that's really awesome. I look forward to seeing that come to fruition
Hmm.
and seeing amazing things come from the Athena Alliance. No, that'll be really cool. Let's see. What are your thoughts on the current gaming industry?
The current gaming industry is still mostly seen and known as a boys' club. I do believe that there are people out there that are in the industry that are looking to advance women of color and
Yes.
members of the LGBTQ community into gaming and integrating them more. You see it all the time in the Women in Games organization. Um, and also, even with our sponsor for the Athena Alliance Virtual Reload, when Ron heard the concept of, how our team was and
Yeah.
just the type of ideas that we provide, that was something he really wanted to
Mm-hmm.
support. So, we do have a good groundwork to kind of advance women in the industry. Now is to put it into action. Um,
Exactly.
One of the ladies on the Gaming Goddesses team, Zeldin, she's actually working closely with Rich and the Hitmarker team right now to boost her resume so that she can provide for some of those um, positions, apply for some of those positions on the website. So I'm really happy for her, and I see like how fruitful it's looking so far. So
No, that's good. Yeah, it's a shame that it's such a boys' club right now, but we are making inroads in kind of changing that atmosphere. But if we were to go back in time, and when they made that decision to really advertise towards males and kind of exclude females, because that wasn't it at the very beginning, but then they just kind of like, we're going to make a little turn and we're going to go over here and that's going to be it. How would you think the gaming industry will look like now if back then they did not make that decision? Like they properly geared it towards both genders.
you would definitely see a lot more female esports players, which I
True.
believe is a gross lack of. And also, you would have more women interested in gaming in general. So those are the two things I think would be the biggest change. Even right now, we do have CEOs in the gaming industry that are women, and I would say majority, if not all, of the social media accounts are ran by women.
Yeah.
So even like with how things are marketed, it's a woman that is responsible for that end piece of things.
Yeah.
But I would say like front facing, whether it's the esports athletes or even just the people personally that play video games, most of the time it's men. One of the questions that I always ask, women in the community, I'm like, hey, how do you feel about inviting your friends to the community? And out of 10 people, 6 women said, I don't know any other women that
True.
play video games. So that's kind of what makes a community like the Athena Alliance something they really want to be a part of, because this is their first experience with being around other women that enjoy video gaming.
No, that's very true. It's sad that it's like that because I was previously part of another group, and I was the only female. It was like, I don't know, maybe 9 guys or something. I don't even remember how many guys it was. And they're all great people. There was, no issues or anything like that. It was just, can we get another female in here? No. Does anybody know anybody? They're like, but Vikki, you're a female. You know females. No. Sorry. But let's just keep on moving on. So it's awesome that, just to see Athena Alliance. I think when I first joined, it was from another Facebook group. I think you had posted. I was like, oh, cool, I'll join that. And then it just like, boom, like it exploded, and so many people and everybody's just loving how great of a safe space it is and how empowering, and women can jump in and play any game and not feel judged. I think that's the most important thing. When you pick up that first person shooter, you don't want people to be like, oh, what are you doing? You're a woman. Why are you playing? And you don't get that in Athena. They're very much like, let's play, let's embrace, and let's grow.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate that. So let's talk about something a little bit, not as deep, and let's swim up back to the top. What is your favorite game of all time? It can include tabletop. If you are a Monopoly Clue girl, that is fine. What is your favorite game and why?
I'm going to go with Kingdom Hearts 2. I love that game. The gameplay is perfect.
Yes.
The worlds you go to, the mechanics, it had plot twist, which I really enjoyed. And then, even that final battle, it was amazing. It was just one of those experiences that I was like, wow, this is happening in a game I'm playing. So I love that title. Yeah, that's going to be my favorite of all time,
Okay,
honestly.
awesome. Great. Okay, so we are wrapping it up now. So any additional thoughts? Shameless plugs. This is now the chance.
All right, so on November 28th, at 9 p.m., we are going to be having our Gaming Goddesses panel that you, Professor White, you're going to be on that panel.
Yes,
So
I will be.
I'm really excited. It's going to be like our first time all being, in the same digital space together.
Yes.
And then the second thing that we also have upcoming, which is going to be like a bigger event, we have our Athena Arena, which is the tournament series that we have now. We started it in October, and we have our second foray into the amazing world of Smash Brothers Ultimate on December 19th at 2 p.m. This time we're going to have 48 women sign up.
It was really cool last time watching that because, first of all, I realized that I was trash. I used to think I was good. I thought I was somebody. And then I watched them play and I was like, oh no. Oh, okay, I was just playing with people that were worse than me. That's the reality. Okay, I'm just gonna sit down. I'm just gonna watch, and I'm gonna cheer, and I'm gonna comment, and y'all go ahead. But nope.
The women are amazing. With
gosh.
that, we're going to still be supporting Safe Alliance, which is a nonprofit in the Carolinas that combats domestic violence and sexual assault for women and others in the community. And I'm also planning on making it a mini Women in Games event. So I'm also excited about that concept, and stay tuned. That is going to be December 19th. And then I know in January, I will be hosting an esports panel for women in games. And that should be around the second week of January. So I don't have a date for that yet, but I'm really excited. There's going to be some major people from the industry on that panel. So
Ooh. We look forward to seeing that. That is so awesome. So we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much, Emmy from the Athena Alliance. You've been amazing. And thank you again for providing such a great safe space for women and trans to really grow and embrace and find other people that think just like them and not be judged. And I think that's the most important thing. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, like, subscribe, share, help us grow, join the Athena Alliance, or, the Athena Allies. So, I understand. So people watching, you might not be, a female or identify as, so that's okay. We have Athena Allies, and you can join there and support us just as well. So that's it. All right, guys. Bye.